Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where we play games, talk game design, and today we are playing Clustertruck.
Clustertruck!
Wonderful new game made by Landfall Games, published by Tiny Build. Tiny Build has been busy lately. They've been publishing a lot of
stuff.
So, if you have seen our previous or old playthrough of Supertruck, this is the real game.
The real game.
And I believe there's a Supertruck ability. So you can unlock abilities in this game, and anyone that's played Clustertruck might see that I'm not exactly starting from the beginning because I've been practicing.
Super
So you
truck.
get the super truck ability.
Super truck.
Which I think is super fantastic.
It is super fantastic.
So we're gonna play this.
Hell yeah, we are.
We're gonna go through the beginning. At some point, I actually think we should check out some of the custom maps because they have a level editor in this, which I think is amazing because you don't get a lot of indie games that do that.
No.
God, I want to make levels for this game too.
And we can make them all impossible, and everyone can cry.
Yeah, pretty much. Mostly you. If I make levels, I'm going to make you play them. So, Clustertruck is a game about jumping across trucks and surviving until you get to the goal.
The goal.
And every time you play through, you get a rank and you get style points, and then you can look at the leaderboard and see where you rank. And I obviously did terrible because there are people that beat this in 1.5 or 2 seconds.
Who beat it in 0?
I think that's probably someone that broke the game. I think that's hacks.
I mean, Crispy, you're on my list.
You can go up there and you can like select them and watch their ghost to see what they did.
Oh, interesting.
And all of those 0 ones, they just like disappear right away. So it's like you clearly
there's something going on here.
Bugged something out. So right now I'm using the double jump ability because it's the easiest one to get and it's just the first one really. But in my opinion, I haven't explored all of the abilities, and I actually wanted to do a stream before we recorded this where I was me poking around it and I just never got around to it. But I think the double jump is like the best, the best, and I ran right into it anyway.
Yeah, nicely done. The
best starting ability. But I think it's one of the best abilities in the game in general just because like there's almost never a point in which it stops being useful. It's it allows for like a lot of maneuverability.
Well, it almost seems like a natural progression for this game too. It's like, oh, you have the single jump. Cool, here's the double jump. Now you can do more.
And
just running through them, those levels.
So the first world is pretty easy. They give you a pretty decent like density of trucks. But I think they do a really good job at like slowly increasing the difficulty and teaching the player the momentum of the game. And like maybe it feels a little redundant, right? But like that level did a good job at being like, all right, so now you've gotten the idea of like moving straight and jumping from truck to truck, so you get the basic platforming skills down. That is the first level where they introduce a lot of swerving, and the physics of the game is very forward driven, meaning it does not like turning. So as soon as there are turns, you keep going in the direction you're going.
Yep, and you have to compensate.
Exactly. It takes a lot of energy, I guess, to redirect the player.
And let's talk about how awesome it is that when you jump off a flying truck, you get points fed.
Yes. Well, you get style points. And that's where I think a lot of the abilities really become useful. Is like, there's an ability, I can show you guys actually. So there's an ability that I was like, what is this? It's called Trucker Flip. Lets the player do some mad flips.
Oh, no way.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on and play it for the next level. Was this the one we were just at? It's hard to tell. So whenever we jump, the truck jumps with us. And so it's kind of like we're flipping an ollie on a skateboard, but with a truck instead.
That's so cool.
I had trucks under me that whole time.
Yeah, lucky you, man. That was actually kind of nice. I thought you were going to die earlier.
But it's a good way to get some bonus style points.
Oh, yeah, right?
And like...
Because if you can re-jump off of the flying truck.
And it's fun, too. If you stand in the front and you do it, it like propels you forward. And you can blow up other trucks.
Man, what? That was cool. Oh, that's so awesome.
Well, I just blew up the mic.
Yeah, you did.
I'm going to go ahead and put that
I'd take that off, yeah. It's as much fun as it is, it seems a little more destructive.
But I think if we do a longer series, I think we're only planning 3 episodes right now, but if we do a longer series on this, I definitely want to explore the other abilities because I don't even know what they all do.
No, it's just like, all right, friggin' going on. Oh, that mountain's supposed to blow up. I don't think you blew it up.
Yeah, I think so,
it's supposed to blow up.
I've seen a couple of other Let's Players do this, and I saw the Game Grumps play it, and I thought their playthrough was pretty fun. But the game, oh my goodness.
Oh.
So the game absolutely rewards players that don't try to ride trucks. It rewards players that actually do jump from truck to truck.
Well, and in some of these levels, you can't just ride the truck. Like at the beginning, like the first few levels, yeah, it looks like you can. Like the first few stages, it's like, yeah, you could probably just ride the truck all the way through, but here you can't.
I mean, you can certainly ride the truck for a certain point, but the trigger events, right? So like this thing collapsing.
Yep.
I guess this is probably an instance where it might actually be better to wait it out. But later on, there's a lot of whoa. There's a lot of things where it's like, if you're ahead, you actually beat the obstacle before it blows up all the trucks around you.
And then all of a sudden, you're safe.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to that point, too. They really start throwing interesting stuff at you in World 2.
Oh, you're still on it? You're still on it? Oh, you're still...
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how you're still around, but you're... oh, you just... Nice, dude.
But I'm a huge fan of this game. It's definitely like a really good core concept, like a single mechanic game where they were just like, let's make a game where the player jumps from truck to truck. Like, what are we gonna do with that? And like, I don't know, just make crazy things with physics.
Yeah, right.
And you'll see as we get to the other worlds, they utilized it well. I think their level design in this, as much level design as you get from like programming trucks to have like just basic pathfinding AI. Woo! They did a great job with the level design.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I just love the craziness of it. See, I feel like in Super Truck, I feel like they used some of these levels.
They did, and that was my theory too when we were playing Super Truck. Was that it was just the same levels with the limitation of the Super Truck mechanic.
Super Truck mechanic. Yeah.
And we noticed that too because it was saying like it would jump from like level 1 to jump from like level 1 to level 10. We were like, what about
what about all the other levels? That's like they didn't want to. Ooh, nicely done.
I might be a little rusty because it's been about a week since I've played this. But I've actually gotten to the end of the game and I haven't beaten the final level because it is
it's dang near impossible.
It's mean. It's just mean. I think it's also not good for colorblind players.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I think there's a green button that it took me maybe about an hour of playing through that level to realize,
was there.
This is a button, not a thing that will kill me if I touch it. Woo.
Oh, I see. So what I like about this game is I just love the absolute insanity of the trucks just going everywhere. Like, it's just chaos.
It's fantastic.
And you just have to kind of ride along with it. I feel like yes, there's probably a strategy to the game. I know there is. But at the same time, it's like you can plan out as much as you want, but one wrong like move and that's it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like the mountains were more forgiving than this is because I feel like you were touching something that wasn't the truck when the mountain was exploding.
Yes, there are definitely some obstacles that don't. There are some obstacles that don't kill you when you touch them, and I think that was more of the fact that there was almost no way to not touch.
Right, the exploding mountain pieces.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you can use that to your advantage to then get through the level.
Which is exactly what I did.
Whoa, nice. Nope.
So close.
I like the crazy music. I feel like from the music and from the style of the game, you just kind of know what you're getting yourself into.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's very fast-paced music.
Yes, it's all cohesive in a world of things falling apart.
Bam!
There you go.
Double jump for the win. But yeah, I really love this game, and
I also like the animalistic characteristics kind of given to the truck because right now it feels like they're a bunch of sheep.
They'd certainly like move around as if they didn't have any kind of
oh wow,
any kind of brains. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to talk and play this game at the same time, but I feel like so far it's not horrible.
Although then we're going to get to World 3 and you're going to be like, well, can't talk.
Oops.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
I also really like... So the game I think they were smart in how they set up the game flow. But basically, I wasted my double jump.
Oh my gosh.
But they built the game with the understanding that players were going to fail with high frequency.
Yes.
So restarting the game does not take much time.
No, it does not.
Fail,
they just throw you right back in.
I wasted my double jump again because I'm spamming the jump button. So like the moment you die, if you hit another button, it will restart the level. And so I thought that was really intelligent for the user experience, because imagine if there was a little cutscene, like even just a 5-second cutscene that played every single time you died. Something to like make it dramatic, right? Like most RPGs do, for example. If that happened in this game, it'd just be like, oh my god, just let me skip this.
Yes.
This is so infuriating.
Exactly. And this game decides not. Ooh, nice. I like that.
Sometimes you hit things at an angle that just skyrockets you up, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna make this work for me, I guess.
Yeah, right. You can do it, man. You are a jumping fiend.
I love it. It's definitely a game that, like, as you are performing well, it makes you feel really good. You're like, I am a badass.
Like right now, like you're doing so awesome.
Yeah, now that I've kind of gotten the hang of the mechanic for this zone, I feel like I'm not failing as much as I used to.
No, not at all.
So, I guess depending, we might actually beat this game a little faster. I'll try to slow down too if I feel like we're missing things. But I think the first two worlds, there's not
a whole lot going on. Yeah, like, there's some interesting things. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's boring, because clearly it's not by any standard.
But it's not like if we slow down and stop and sniff the flowers that we're gonna miss anything.
Right. Exactly.
Although I guess if that happens, I could always have you play.
Yeah, right, exactly. If you really want to see a slowed down version of it, I'll play. Oh, nice. Hey, double jump to freedom.
This is definitely why I'm like, the double jump is what it's kind of like easy mode in this game.
Yeah.
I think there are some other really cool abilities, like a grappling hook you can use to like grapple yourself toward a truck.
I feel like I would get all thrown off if I used the grappling hook. Like I'd be going far too fast.
It's definitely one of those ones too that I think is better for keyboard and mouse. I'm using a gamepad right now just because I think for a platforming game that works better for me, because my fingers naturally rest on a lot of the on the buttons. The only downside is I don't get to aim around the camera very easily.
That's fair, and then with a grappling hook, I mean aiming is
essential.
Kind of essential.
Yeah, so it means that when I jerk around the camera, I have to make really like precise micro movements to like get just enough of a field of view to make it work for me. But since the game is so forward driven, it usually doesn't usually is an issue.
So close. I just like the staccato talking. It's an issue. Yeah.
It's gonna get worse as the game gets more difficult because you are not going anywhere productive. You
lucked into that.
How are we in time? Are we?
It's about time. Okay. I think we can stop here.
So we're gonna go into World 3 in the next episode. Now that I feel like for once I'm not doing horrible at a game.
Yeah, right. It's like I can do it, guys.
I can make this entertaining. Maybe
I can play a game.
So, question of the day. I think before we see too many of the levels in this game, I think it's an appropriate point to ask what kind of levels you would design for this. Seeing just the basic mechanics, right? And what they tend to do in each world is introduce like one, maybe two new types of challenges. In the last one, they introduced tree branches and anti-gravity. Those were like the two main things.
Anti-gravity's so cool.
And so I guess what would you do to kind of work with the core mechanic of just jumping from truck to truck with basic truck AI?
Yeah.
And if you've made a level, share it with us because
we'd love to play it.
We'd love to play it, and you can even talk about it in the comments and kind of go through some of the design process you had in mind.
Yeah, so give us a like, comment, share this with your friends. We like making these videos. It's fun to do.
And if you want us to play through the entire Clustertruck series or game, you want us to play through all the levels. That's what I'm looking for.
Give us a vote.
Vote in the comment or in the thing so that we know that you want us to keep playing it, because I love this game. I think it's amazing. This is
a fun game.
It's everything I hoped it would be.
Oh yeah, and more.
And more.
By adding all those abilities, it's like even better. Oh, so cool.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.